nothing super useful there. Hopefully he stays outside. Keeping poor on stomach while snuggling both wolf bushes. No, it sounds like you've got a sore stomach again, Viking. Makes me wonder if you've been eating something. Which, I mean, you could be. It is around, like, generic holiday times, so it could be anything. It could be that you've been frolicking too much, too. That's how I am, Lamau. If I couldn't eat meat, I'd just starve to death, start a diet of just bread and potato. I mean, I don't really eat much. Hold on, this is in my way. Disassemble the chair. No, not that. I don't know. It took me a long time to sort out what I couldn't eat. Because it wasn't just meat. It was like I had gluten sensitivity, lactose intolerance, and obviously I couldn't eat meats. And then certain foods would also upset my stomach, like for instance coffee for a little while. If I'm stressed and stuff, can make me pretty sick. All sorts of stuff. Weet-Bix. Weet-Bix was one that I was like not prepared for. Somebody is just angry at the world. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. What do you call it? Inflammatory bowel disease. It's just doing what it's doing. Now, I should be able to read outside, but this looks like a comfier. Oh, there's beds too. Okay, so we got water up here. And evaporated milk that's open. Sure, chug that. We can always take a sip from the container next to you in a moment if we need to. Do I have... I picked up a rotted muffin at some point. When you're done chugging that container, mate. I grab that and the scrapped electronics. Put that back. I'm going to take all my books and we're going to go read them somewhere soon. But she's going to have to sleep for the night. So I'm just going to make sure she's got her food and her drink and crap. Alright. Let's go around here. We got a lot of paperwork. If there was something I could light on fire, make a fire, that would be amazing. I saw sugar. Hold on. Sugar, coffee, brown sugar. Oh, sick. We got food. I'm actually going to leave them in there because I don't want it to be still carrying extra heavy stuff. This is in my way. Rid of that. Another to acrylic. And, Margaret, wagging tarply. No. Alright. Well, I'll take her into the bedrooms and we'll have a snooze. In the worst case scenarios, I can always read out here by torchlight. Because she's pretty exhausted. She's also like ridiculously tired. I might be able to get away with putting her outside to read for a little bit. Okay, there's more coffee. There's more sugar. I wonder if I can pull apart computers and crap. Like, I should be able to pull apart the computers and the phone and stuff. Actually, before I take her in there, let's go outside and read. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, so I see like ladders like this and I haven't quite worked out if these are climbable. I don't assume they are, but it's got that locked on the thing. Alright, since we're up here and it's a relatively nice enough day, you can, I don't want you to sleep on the ground, just sit on the ground. Let's start chugging some of these books. First things first is, if I could, I'd like to put them either off you or in the thing so I could keep track of what you are actually reading. We also have some stuff to dismantle here. Let's get rid of those. Let's start with, see if you can read the carpentry one. Let's get a buff to that. Have you tried holding the interact or anything? What do you mean holding interact? I don't understand what you mean. But, yeah, I haven't got it to be able to climb up anything yet. Like, when you get near stuff, sometimes it comes up saying, like, you can do something with it. Here to do stuff, probably like E or something. I'm pretty sure I have tried it next to the lumberyard. I'm pretty sure I spammed almost everything next to it. I even tried to see if I could disassemble it, because if it's a in-world thing that you can interact with, you should be able to dismantle it. And it doesn't let me find it to get rid of it. So I assumed that I can't climb it. But I've attempted 3 separate ladders throughout the world. One looked really broken, one looked like this, and then there's this one here. I'll tell Wagging falls asleep. be poor on stomach, so I'm going to go full flushes. No, Buckin's going to get all the sleep. That's right, I can fast forward this. Alright, well, let's hit it up for fast forwarding until she can't read because it's too dark. And we'll go inside and we'll sleep on the bunk beds. This place is actually pretty great. Alright, let's get your ass inside. Oh, it's pretty dark. Alright. So, it looks like we got ourselves a nice room. All kinds of beds. I should be able to sleep on any random one. So, I'm going to go to sleep on that. Now, there aren't a huge amount of books in here that I actually want. I'm after like a generator manual. I found one early game and I read it, and my person has read it, but not this person. There's a bookshelf over here. So it kind of sucks because obviously she doesn't have the knowledge. Teddy bear. I wonder if that can give you like comfort. Kind of funny if it did. Let's get over here to this bookcase. Picture book. Nice cats. Yes, cats are nice. Alright, well, we'll grab her a bit of water out of this place before we go sit outside because I already know she would have gone through her thing. So, let's take a drink so you can have a full water bottle while you sit outside and read for the day. She's doing pretty good. So we've got like a heap of mechanic skills. We've got some electrical skills. There's more stuff inside I think I could dismantle. We've got water up here. And then we have obviously the books and shit out here. So if she wants to plunk her ass back down, we'll finish reading that book that she has. I don't know which one she was reading. I think it's this one. We're going to try to fly through a few books. When she finishes this one, I'll have to feed her. Like rats running around everywhere. This would actually be a pretty good place. Like, apart from trying to board up the windows, I don't know if you can board up big windows like this. I haven't tried, but imagine it should be possible. And she's fucking thirsty already. I have got a juice carton. I don't know how she's got thirsty doing this. But yeah, if I have to, I'll take her inside and we'll get some more food and water and shit. Or worst case scenarios, I'll take her across the road. This is not a bad place to deal with like food and drink and crap. As long as I don't have to make her absolutely smashed with the alcohol for liquids, we're fine. And having like all these beds in here, like super cool. Super useful. I know you're getting sad and sorry for yourself because you're hungry and thirsty. But we will give you some chips once you're done. As soon as she's done, she should eat the chips, hopefully. It's like a good time. Who needs water when you have liquor? Well, the problem with the liquor is that it makes your person like inebriated, which is fine if they have anxiety and you need them to sleep. But if they don't, I think it can affect your ability to fight. And you don't want to be inebriated in amongst like the zombie apocalypse where like you can't tell the difference between a person and a zombie coming up to give you a hug, you know? So, oh, she came out of the fast forward. I was gonna say, I'm like, she sounded like she was slowing down on it. But yeah, if she can just not like die from being very hungry right now, it'd be good. She is dying a little bit. Oh, it's going up. Oh, it's going down. Yep, no, she's slowly dying. Okay. You can eat your chips now. Being habit in the zombie apocalypse is a move. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, if I was trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse, like, life would suck. For sure. But, I don't know. I don't think that, like, drinking alcohol would be the best thing. Because it would also cause you to be, like, dehydrated and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, there are, like, cases where people, like, literally don't have anything else. That's all they've got. At least I was able to sterilize a few of her bandages and crap, though. What else have you got on you? What have you got on you physically that I could eat? She puts it into here and then she doesn't actually eat it. Australia would be the best place during a zombie apocalypse, though, to be honest. There's actually a video on YouTube about that. That somebody, like, identified where the best places to, like, hang out for, like, an apocalypse would be. Because, like, basically, like, most Australians would be kind of accustomed to like being careful moving through like bushland and stuff. But then again, we have like lots of like really super fast spread out places. So if you needed to get away from like main cities and shit like that, you could go bush. And a lot of those areas are pretty well self-sustaining and crap. So, I mean, some of it wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, coastline shit in Australia would just get you dead. Just because it's where the majority of population is. Well, slight electrical. You guys would be vibing. I pretty much assume so. Especially like a lot of the people in like genuine outback probably wouldn't actually even know anything's happening. Honestly. I just feel like unless something happens locally to them, they wouldn't know. I have to get you have a couple of drinks before you fill your water thing out. Like 20 people spread across 50 billion kilometers. I mean, only like inland there is, but like everywhere else in Australia, our cities are ultra condensed because we've got like only a certain amount of like habitable area. And I say habitable loosely. So, well, I don't know about you, but if you got a choice between setting up a city in a swampy area, I don't know where she's going, but let's follow. If you've got a choice of setting up in like a snake den or where like, you know, you're kind of like not probably gonna deal with snakes and sharks and shit, then yeah, it's probably a good spot to have. We don't have a lot of like big creatures, like we don't have big animals to worry about. We have more like, if you go out bush, you'll probably get like bitten by a tick or a spider or a snake. Like spiders and snakes are aggressive. So like, you know, if you see one, it's probably only at the point where it's attacking you, not the other way around. Like you don't usually get to see them before they've found you kind of thing. So yeah, but like, I don't know. I kind of wonder how like this kind of stuff would affect zombies, you know? Because obviously like they don't have to worry about being poisoned and stuff. But like a snake being a snake, I doubt that they'd like be that interested in nomming on it. Now, I was trying to disassemble the phone. Is it a low bookcase? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's see if I can get up closer to it. Sturdy oak bench. I can't do that. Was it getting got by some animals? I mean, it doesn't even have to be like a snake or a spider or some shit. Like cows will eat snakes. Venomous snakes and shit. I don't want to disassemble the comfortable bunk beds. I'm trying to see if I can disassemble electronics. Yeah, like that. That should count as electronics and shit. Yeah, our ecosystem's pretty interesting. Everything kind of eats everything, more or less. So, as long as you don't go outside, you're mostly okay. There's also curtains in that bedroom too, I just realized, which could be really useful for like extra rags if I needed it. I want to see if this gives me any experience. Damn. I was hoping that that would give me some experience. What else is in here? There's a little bit of food and stuff. There's coffee and there's sugar packets, but I've already got like some coffee and sugar packets on me. Now, where? Oh, that battery would have been from the radio I disassembled. Yeah. I want to drop those and that. I need to find her more food than what she's got on her. Check that back in there. I thought she took the antidepressants, but I'm betting she didn't. So, we got some sugar cubes, so you can eat those. Get her to eat some sugar. I did see a whole packet of brown sugar in here. There. Now, I was making her chow down on one of those the other day. And that did count as a good meal, apparently. So, we're going to get her to eat that. That should solid her up with her food. And, I mean, we've got a really nice couch here. We could sit her down. It is almost coming into nighttime, though. So we've wasted, like, most of the day. But if you could sit on the chair when you're done with your sugar. go sit on the chair. And we'll see if we can get you to finish your carpentry book. Because you're almost there, but we've only got like an hour of light. Okay. So let's get you off to bed. Please zip you over to the bed area. I can't see. There's a door here somewhere. There we go. All right. I left like all the doors open, but I'm going for like the furthest bed. This should be fine. All right. Get yourself some sleep. We'll go again in the morning. Hopefully we can get more than a book. I think her being sad impacts that, and she's had a restless night. Fantastic. Okay, well, if you're going to have a restless night, how about you sit on the bed? That's not what I just said, but okay. You read your book until light starts coming up. I definitely haven't encountered zombies for like at least 2 or 3 days, I feel like. Let's see how we go. Almost finished. Okay, she's got her carpentry book read. She can have a cube of sugar. I'll have to go get her some water. We should be good to take that bandage off now. So she's got a carpentry's buff now. We've got cooking, electrical, mechanical should be getting buffed anyway. Like its multiplier is 3. But we'll go and we'll sit her outside. Actually, we'll try to find some room in the next, we'll try to find some food in the next room over. Some water. And yeah, there we go. Also, emu and kangaroo just starts frying zombies for fun. What? Water dispenser. Give me some more water. And let's fill up that water bottle. I don't know how much this thing can fill, but if I've got a lot of water, I would actually mind her sitting on like the couch and like reading somewhere comfortable. I don't know if that would make her happier. Eating sugar cubes is certainly not making her happy, so eating a whole thing of coffee should hopefully make her happy. I don't think it is, but she better be fucking awake. Frying, like killing, like someone gets fried. I understood what you said. I just moved on from it. Let me eat the sugar too. Or did I just take that? Okay, she's too full to eat more. Okay, let's get you on a couch. Let's get you to sit your ass on the couch this time, please. Thank you. Now, the light is coming up, so I should be able to turn that off. And it's slightly too dark to read. So, and she's fucking thirsty again. Okay, let's get you more water. I don't think it's this water specifically. I think it's what I'm feeding her. Get you a drink so that you don't drink your drink bottle. Let's fill up your fucking water thing again. If I have to go outside and get a bunch of those cans and cartons, I might have to do that just to keep her stuck in one spot reading. But yeah, let's get you back on a couch. Trying to get you something comfortable. Okay. Now, it's still a little bit too dark. It won't be for long. Be almost bright enough to read. So let's get you to read first aid. It's too dark. Won't be for long. You farm or is it just scavenging? You can do farming, you can do hunting. You can, I believe, like house animals and stuff too. So like you can capture like cows and chickens and crap like that, and you can choose to breed them and get stuff from them like milk and meat and eggs and crap, right? But then you can also go hunting and maybe hunt a deer or a raccoon or something like that. You get yourself food that way. You can also do farming as in like, you know, plant farming and stuff as well. I believe most people do plant farming or have done plant farming in the past. The animals is only new. And it's only in like 42 onwards and stuff. So I haven't done it. Like there goes a rat outside. Like I could bean that rat, skin it and eat it or cook it or whatever, or add it as a meat source. I don't think it adds as a meat source to cooking, but I could cook it as a fried, like cooked rat. I've done that a couple of times. Like my home, my base has got a wooden fireplace in it. So I can cook things in the apocalypse and stuff, but I'm so far from home at the moment. I am like a town away from my home. I'm trying to get electrical and mechanical skills with the view that there is a really good car in the area that I would like to hotwire and maybe fill up with some resources and bring home. But yeah, like there's a raccoon over there. But yeah, I came out here for a hatchet. Well, for an axe, but I found a hatchet. There is a couple of storage places I hit by on the way home. She's probably dying from thirst in a moment. Is she going on this book? She looks like she's like most of the way through it. If I can get to the end of the book before... There she goes. Right, she's starting to be like thirst to death thing. And it's almost nighttime too, so this will be fine. There we go. Alright, let's go get you... I mean, there is more food, I think, downstairs, but I don't want to go downstairs yet. Let's get some water. The fuck? Office guy, first class, and raiders, welcome in. Just trying to get some skills up and stuff. What are you doing? Welcome in. Is it double plate? Hi. Riri, office guy. Spice the noodles. And I will probably butcher this one, but Kirik. Yeah, welcome in. I'm just trying to kind of play Project Zomboid. I'm not really... Oh, I didn't mean to smash that. I'm not really super familiar with the game yet. I'm still learning it and stuff. This is my 7th person on this map and stuff. And, I mean, it probably did. Look, it probably did. But, I'm trying to get, like, some mechanic skills and some electrical skills and stuff. Because when the power went out, the person that I originally had, she had all these skills and crap. And then, obviously, she died and stuff. So, yeah. I'm up to my 7th person, and I've had like 3 or 4 people that didn't have any ability to do carpentry. That is not where I want you to sleep. Sleep on the bed. She might go to bed, maybe. Yes, go sleep. Yeah, I'm up to like, I'm just making like a random person and bringing her in and seeing if I can like discover what their skills are and how to keep them alive. And so far, the game has thrown me a couple of like curveballs and stuff. Like, for instance, when boiling a pot of water wouldn't let me like sterilize bandages and crap. So I had to learn to use like alcohol and stuff instead. So like little glitches have been like helping teach me and shit. And yeah, oh, I can't, hold on. Let me get my torch out. We are super far from home. Is there any nunchuck skills? I barely have any skills, honestly. I'll have a look at a sec. But yeah, I'm all the way down here. I came down here because I found a lumberyard magazine and I needed an axe. So I decided to come for a walk. But my base is over here. I was following a road and then I started running out of water because my person's got high thirst, but my base is over here. So I'm very far from home. And I keep getting like bitten and scratched and... Yeah, the Pokeballs on the map. No, they're cars. I've marked up where I've found like good condition cars and stuff. Like I got a really good condition car here that's got fuel in it and stuff. So I want to go back and hotwire that, but I need like a level 2 mechanics and level 1 electrical and stuff. And then there's a gas station over here, and I found a generator over here that I could use if I could siphon a little bit of fuel from like these cars that have got like a tiny smick in it. So, and I'm currently at what I think might be like a university, maybe. Hold on, let me turn my torch back on and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have much in the way of skills so far. I had a baseball bat and it broke, and now I just keep finding knives and I keep shanking people. So that's about where I'm going with this. The persistence world, nice. Yeah, so my home base has like a heap of shit. Like heaps and heaps and heaps of stuff. And I want to learn how to use some of the things I've found because I've found them. But I didn't really have the skills. Like I haven't been able to make a rainwater catcher because I couldn't get carpentry skills. And I couldn't make an axe. And I didn't have an axe. and I couldn't get any skills disassembling things, but I didn't have skills to assemble things. So I've had a lot of issues I'm trying to work through with this. Also, thank you for the follow, Office Guy. But I'm just trying to fill her up on some food and shit. And spicy noodles. Thank you. Jesus. Dub plate as well. I'm filling her up mostly on sugar. And I don't think it's doing her good. She has gained the trait of overweight, and I am deeply pleased by that, because I think it's probably going to help me. This Sims expansion looks weird. It does look a bit weird. Like, it comes with rats and raccoons and shit scurrying around, so, you know, there is that. It's so slightly far from home. It's a kind of university. There's a mechanic shop if you want to know where it is. Nah, if I can avoid, like, directly being pointed into where stuff is, that's cool. Because, like, I don't know where anything is at this point. So everything's still kind of, like, I'm finding it and stuff. So, for instance, like, let me see. Back over here, I found a car place. I think it was the black one. That place had a mechanic shop. But it had, like, no fucking tools. There was a tire shop down here that has some extra fuel cans and crap. There's pharmacy I woke up in after I died trying to get back to the fuel place. Like, there's a good car there, but I can't work on it. I've got keys for these cars. This place looks like it would be great for farming, but it's got, like, no fences or anything. And it's really close to the city, so I don't know about that. I spent ages in the school on one of my early people, like, on number 3 or 5 or something, and she died, and she, like, 1, 3, and 5 got all of the book skills and all the magazines, so that was really fucking annoying. And then there's, like, I think a daycare or some shit there that's like a nightmare. I don't know why the daycare is so hostile, but it just is. Okay. I went for a wander through the paddocks and stuff like that. I found some animals. There's, like, some chickens over here, and there's some rabbits and stuff, and I've found that I can read magazines and it gives me other maps. So I don't know what this is yet. It reckons it's retail and commercial. I found, I think this place is supposed to be a fireplace or something, because I had this and then I recently got the rest of this map. So yeah. I also thought when I came down here for the woodworking place or whatever, like the wood yard, I was like, because I thought it would have an axe, right? So this is why we came all the way down here. And I'm like, oh, cool. Well, in the worst case scenario, if it doesn't have an axe, I'll go for a walk to the nearby town. Anyway, apparently this is really, really far away, and I'm not going over there. That can fuck right off. So yeah, we're currently in some university, and I found a couple of books. And I'm trying to, like, get her to eat and shit. Like, food-wise, she's doing okay. Like, I've got a little bit of food on me. But I found a couple of books, and I thought I'd quickly read them before I keep exploring town. And I've been kind of, like, pulling apart some cars, just pulling out the lights and batteries and reinstalling them and stuff. And we've been set up here for a day. So I'm just sitting here reading some books and crap for the moment. Was it? It's the fun of discovery. It really is, though. They're having it spoiled. Well, so far, on the first day or so that I played, I had a lot of people giving advice on how to play, because I literally came into this with absolutely nothing. No knowledge or experience on the game, because I actually didn't like the game. And then I kind of, like, procrastinated it for a year. I didn't want to play it, didn't like it. And then my community was like, hey, so it's got, like, a whole bunch of, like, these mechanics and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll fucking play it. And I don't hate it. I do sort of enjoy it, kind of thing. I think it's interesting to explore. But my god, is it difficult to play. Like, there's so much various mechanics to it and stuff. Like, I'm still learning that, like, as I hover over these things, like, they've got, like, damage and encumbrance and stuff like that. I haven't learnt it all yet, so I don't really know and stuff. Slow burn, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing is, the other thing, too, is I'm enjoying, like, exploring and crap. I need her to turn her light off. Yeah, turn your torch off. I'm enjoying exploring. Can you just sit back down? There we go. I'm enjoying exploring and getting around and, like, figuring stuff out and stuff. it took me a while to learn how to fight the zombies. So this is not my first world, but I had like one or two worlds before this where I was trying to get the mechanics of like how do I fight and then how do I feed her and what is and isn't like food and drinkable and stuff. And because like I don't have a rain catcher because like you've got to be like level 2 or 3 or something to have that in carpentry, and I just couldn't get skills in that. I ended up like leaving out as many cans and bowls and buckets and anything and everything I could. So around my actual base is just like littered with like various containers to catch water and crap. And everybody's like, why don't you just make a rain catcher? It's like, I can't get the carpentry skills. They nerfed the ability to get skills by disassembling stuff. And I started this character and I had like a 0 on carpentry, so I couldn't build anything either. Yeah, it's been really hard, but because of how difficult a couple of these characters have been, it's actually taught me quite a lot, which has been nice. I've also learnt like sneaking and shit like that. Like we got some sneaky skills and stuff. I've done a little bit of first aiding and stuff. I'm a huge fan of that change, to be honest. I don't mind that they did it because obviously there was a lot of people that would just sit in a house and then disassemble everything and bam, they'd have like carpentry skills. But when I actually got a character that's not able to do carpentry skills, oh, it is like, it's a pain in the ass kind of thing. How many more books have I got on me? I can't read the first aid banjo